The Afternoon Twist, the weekly entertainment programme that covers a wide range of topics and news stories from here in the UK, America, and around the world. With tech, games, and reviews, there is sure to be something of interest for you. Please feel free to interact with us as we value your input and views on any of the segments covered. And leading in, my first story of this week is from the Express newspaper over here in England, United Kingdom. It's about the mass removal and relocation of bodies from the site of the HS2 High Speed 2 station construction. They're constructing a new railway station for the high speed railway network, and it has had to wait because the removal of up to 60,000 skeletal remains are being painstakingly moved from the 230-year-old London cemetery. There is also thought to be a significant treasure trove of items at the site. This site at St James Garden, adjacent to London Euston Station, is an 18th to 19th century in origins, and famous people buried there include Lord George Gordon, who in 1780 demanded the repeal of the Catholic Relief Act and a return to the repression of Catholics. Also buried there is Matthew Flinders, who at the age of 15 entered the Navy and served with Captain Bligh. He went on to circumnavigate Australia. HS2 bosses say all artefacts and human remains will be treated with due dignity and care and respect.
Okay, and as everybody knows, last month of October was breast cancer awareness. So this week I'm going to talk about diabetes. And as you all know, or may not know, diabetes is one of the leading causes of disability and death in the world. It can cause blindness, nerve damage, kidney disease, and other health problems if not controlled. 1 in 10 Americans have diabetes. That's more than 30 million people, and another 84 million adults in the United States are at a high risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The good news is that people who are at high risk can lower the risk by more than half if they make healthy changes. These changes include eating healthy, getting more physical activity, and losing weight. American Diabetes Month raises awareness about diabetes risk by encouraging people to make healthy changes. A few of these ideas are encouraging people to take the stairs instead of elevator, talking to people in the community about getting regular checkups, and asking doctors and nurses to be leaders in their communities by speaking about the importance of healthy eating and physical activity.
Right, with regards to the HS2 story, is there any people that want to comment on that? Would you feel comfortable knowing you're on top of such a site of a mass burial? And how will ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts act towards the site? Anybody listening want to comment?
Well, Alan, what do you think?
Alan, don't leave me hanging.
right, wait a minute. If this has got to do with ghosts and goblins and whatever, Eagle Mama's in.
What?
Well, Eagle Mama, what do you think?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What do you think, all your the stream promote and all the Twitch users and YouTube? What do you think?
Right, over here in England, in the United Kingdom, they are expanding the railway network and introducing high speed 2. One of the sites that's having a station built and platforms is on the former site of a mass cemetery. Would you be happy to stand on such a platform knowing that a lot of people were buried there in the past? And will it be a magnet for people coming in looking for paranormal activity, do you think?
Absolutely. I know of several people who are really into that. I like to watch it on TV. I've watched a paranormal activity shows, and it's interesting to me. And I would go there just to experience it and just see what it's like.
Yeah, definitely. It's almost like a poltergeist type of, the movie where they had moved all the gravestones, but they left the bodies there, and they were having a lot of, activity. Yeah, I'd go. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so they say they're going to be treated with the utmost dignity, and yet there is an awful lot of remains to be reburied, and obviously they're going to have to say religious, depending on it's going to have to be like consecrated ground, and they'll have to say something when they rebury them.
It's your host, the one, the only, the Big Marv, here on CB the Radio Drama Free.
Okay, thank you, Marv. Okay, so the next section I've got for you is called Rattlesnake Recommends, where our founder, president, owner of the channel, recommends any tech and apps that he thinks people will be interested in. So I'm going to key up Rattlesnake Recommends. Hey, and now for the part of the show I'd like to call Rattlesnake Recommends. In this section, we go to the president of the ROC and the owner of the channel CB Radio Drama Free for his recommendation of any tech or applications that he thinks are worthy of people using and downloading. This week's recommendation is the TM7 Plus network radio. Also goes by the name of Aniseku. Also goes by the name of Aniseku W+.
And hello there, Psycho Bagpuss and all the listeners out there on CB Radio Drama Free. Yes, you'd like to know a radio that I recommend. I'm very happy with the TM7 Plus, also known as the Aniseku TM7 Plus. It comes in different names, but it is the same TM7 Plus. The TM7 Plus is a 4G radio, and they also came out with a TM8. But just because it's the TM8, don't think it's better, because it seems as though they dropped support for 4G on the TM8. So it is only, they went backwards, kind of back over to the 3G. So that's why I would recommend, if you were going to get one of these radios, TM7 Plus is the one to get. That has 4G. The regular TM7 only is 3G. They all have Wi-Fi. So if you have Wi-Fi at home, you can go ahead and connect to that. And you can use it that way. It also accepts a SIM card for data. And I'd like to mention that you will need a put up to your vehicle's battery. It comes with mounting hardware. It is pretty compact. People are talking about the screen being very small. Once you set it up and put everything in it, you're not really going to be using it to browse the internet. I mean, that's not what it's made for. It's kind of made for selecting channels. And once you input all the information, and you can use one of the rubber stylus pens to do that. Once you got your passwords in and your account names in and all set up, then, you're good to go. You pick up the microphone, pick your channel, and we're hoping you pick CB Radio Drama Free, and go ahead and key up and have fun. The best feature of this radio is the audio quality. The audio quality over network radio is superior to most anything else. So, that is the most important thing to me. But it is a very versatile radio. It has Android 7.0, and seems to be very reliable. Back over to you, Psycho Bagpuss.
A big thank you to Rattlesnake for his recommendation for this week, the TM7 Plus Network Radio. I actually took his recommendation and got the Eniseku version of it around about a month ago, and I find it a very good radio. It is actually the one that I'm using to broadcast this show.
I do have a question for Rattlesnake, if he's listening. Where can you get that radio?
Right, Tilly, that was a pre-recorded message from Rattlesnake. I'm not sure whether or not he is actually available for comment at the moment.
Okay, 10-4.
But that's a very good question, Tilly. I believe he got it from China. Yes, and ROC members get a discount, I do believe. And from what he says, it is a very good radio.
There is also links going out via the Twitch and YouTube streams of where people can purchase the network radio from. That will be going out with the show. Moving on. Right. Last Saturday, the Saturday before the pilot episode of The Afternoon Twist, in Leicester City, there was a helicopter crash. It happened last Saturday after the match. The club owner and 4 other people left in the helicopter. The helicopter crashed within minutes of takeoff. There is a video footage that shows the helicopter going into a spin before going down in an empty section of the car park. At this early stage, points to a problem with the tail rotor, although nothing has been confirmed yet, as it's too early to say. And that was after last Saturday's match with Leicester and West Ham. That was a 1-1 draw. Coming up now, Kayla, I do believe you have a news story for us.
Yes, I do. The news story I have for you is about a motherlode of gold found in an Australian mine. At a mine in southwestern Australia, Henry Dole and his crew were shocked at what they found. Henry told Australia's ABC News that they were picking up gold in the mine for hours. The mine owner said that a single cut from the mine includes a piece of gold weighing 9,250 ounces, which at today's prices is about $11 million. Another stone weighed more than 200 pounds and was about 2,440 ounces of gold. It took 3 men to lift it into the back of a utility vehicle. That's a lot of gold.
That is a lot of gold. And yes, there is also another story about a gold mine. A man was rescued from a mine after 2 days at the bottom of the shaft. The man, aged 60, was searching for gold when his carabiner broke, sending him tumbling up to 50 feet to the bottom of the shaft. The man's dramatic rescue was recorded on video that shows rescue workers using rope to lift him to safety. The rescue took 5 hours to remove the man from the shaft. He was then flown to a nearby medical center in Arizona with injuries that are not considered life-threatening. Right, okay. I'm going to take a pause now and give out the shouts to the streams, the thank yous to the people on Twitch that follow us, and also on YouTube. So, what have we got in the way of streams going on there? Computer chick?
Stream promote. Thank you for hosting us, Fat Guy Fun Time. Thank you for giving shout outs last night. And Pay TV and all of our Twitch viewers and our YouTube videos. And we even have, because I'm streaming on Facebook, my personal Facebook page. Thank you for Cougar Mama for sharing this. Thank you.
Okay, yes, thank you to everybody for sharing and following us. Now for This Week in History with Kayla.
Yes, lots of things has happened this week in history. First off, in 1929, Black Tuesday descended upon the New York Stock Exchange. Prices collapsed amid panic selling, and thousands of investors were wiped out as America's Great Depression began. In 2012, Superstorm Sandy slammed ashore in New Jersey and slowly marched inland, devastating coastal communities and causing investors were wiped out as America's Great Depression began. In 2012, Superstorm Sandy slammed ashore in New Jersey. In 1755, an earthquake in Portugal killed over 50,000 people. In 1967, the first issue of Rolling Stone magazine hit the streets. In 1914, Russia declared war with Turkey. In 1920, Charlotte Woodward, who signed the 1848 Seneca Falls Declaration calling for female voting rights, cast her ballot in a presidential election. In 1983, President Ronald Reagan signed a bill establishing Martin Luther King Jr. Day. In 1493, Christopher Christopher Columbus arrived at the Caribbean Isles during his second expedition. In 1973, NASA launched Mariner 10, which became the first probe to reach Mercury. In 1922, King Tut's tomb was discovered in Egypt by British archaeologist Howard Carter after several years of searching. And last but not least, in 1890, the first electrified underground railway system was officially opened in London. So that's your news for this week in history.
Right, moving on. My quote of the week for this week. Are you ready for this? You are given this life because you are strong enough to live it. Let's think and ponder on that one for this coming week. Okay, Kayla. Right, it's now time to do famous quotes and slogans. Right, for this coming section, we'd like either you to answer by keying up or answer in text. It's going to be multiple choice, and you have to guess the famous quote, film, line, or slogan. It's going to be multiple choice. First person to get the right answer will be right. Yes.
Okay, and the first question is from a movie. Can anybody guess what movie this is from? The quote is, "I'm the king of the world." What movie is that from? Is it A, Pretty Woman, B, Titanic, C, The Girl Next Door, or D, The Maze Runner?
The Titanic.
I agree. B.
Yes, good job. It is the Titanic. Okay, the next question is a slogan. What restaurant has this slogan? It is, "I'm loving it." So is it A, IHOP, B, Burger King, C, Wendy's, or D, McDonald's?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. McDonald's.
Yup, McDonald's.
Yes, good job, everybody. I know that was an easy one. Yes, it is McDonald's. All right, question 3 is a quote. Can anybody tell me who said this? It is, "Can you feel the love tonight?" Is it A, Anthony Hopkins, B, Edward Norton, C, Elton John, or D, Katy Perry?
Elton John.
Damn, I was going to say that too. Elton John.
And who was that was quick in there?
Me.
Oh, I knew you would get that, Giggles. Yes, it is Elton John. Good job, everybody. Y'all are on the roll tonight, or this afternoon. And question number 4 is from a movie. It's a quote. Can anybody tell me what movie this quote is from? It is "Wax On, Wax Off." Is it A, Karate Kid, B, Killer High, C, The Blue Bird, or D, Avatar?
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
Yeah, Karate Kid.
Dang, I'm gonna have to make these harder for everybody. Yes, everybody is correct again. It is Karate Kid. Alright, this is another easy one. It is from a movie or a show. What one is it? It is May the Force Be With You. Is it A, Star Trek, B, Lord of the Rings, C, King of the Road, or D, Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yes, it is Star Wars. Alright, question number 6 is also from a movie. It is I Feel the Need for Speed. What movie is this from? Is it A, Dr. X, B, Top Gun, C, Need for Speed, or D, Shine?
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Yes, good job, everybody. It is Top Gun. Alright, question number 7 is also from a movie. It is Say Hello to My Little Friend. What movie is this from? Is it A, Wrong Turn, B, Bubble Boy, C, Scarface, or D, You've Got Mail?
Say hello to my little friend. Scarface?
I was going to say Scarface too.
Scarface.
Alright, good job, everybody. And the last question is from a song. It is Because You're Mine, I Walk the Line. Is it by A, Keith Urban, B, Zach Brown Band, C, Johnny Cash, or D, Alan Jackson?
Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah, Man in Black. Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. Yep.
Alright, good job, everybody. Y'all did good. Gonna have to make it harder for y'all. I know those were kind of easy questions, but anyway, good job. And it's back to you, Psychobagapus.
Right. I'd like to follow up on some of them. The wax on and wax off. Can you tell me who was the name of the character that said that quote?
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off.
There we go. Giggles. You're in top form today. Okay. Right. I was looking through the contacts and it doesn't seem though Miss Winealicious is online. So here's one I prepared earlier. I've got a pre-recorded Milo update. Welcome, Miss Winealicious. If you can give me an update on Milo and the mother's progress.
My daughter hasn't been out of the hospital too much, so we're going to try to take her out to breakfast. So I don't know.
Good afternoon, CB Drama Free from the UK.
You cut out, Psychobagapus.
Good afternoon, Kelly.
Hey, John, but there's a show going on. Hold on here.
Okay, well, while we're waiting for Psycho Plus to get back on, let's take a very short break and let us know what you think of the show so far.
The show is very good so far. You guys are doing a really good job out there.
The show must go on, my friends.
Yeah, loving the quiz questions. I love quizzes.
I like the show a lot. The quiz questions, they're cool. Great job, guys.
Very nice. Very nice.
I know I'm going to have to make those questions harder for everybody. Y'all did very, very great.
Do you guys see what's going on in my world? Hello? Chinese! No.
I think somebody wants Chinese.
It's like...
I have another quick story for everybody while we're waiting on Psycho Plus to get back. Yes, I'm going to talk about Alzheimer's because, as you all know, last month was Breast Cancer Month. And so, President Ronald Reagan made it recognized in 1983, and it's something that's still recognized today. According to the Alzheimer's Association, at that time there was less than 2 million people with the disease. Through the years, that number has grown to more than 5 million. Alzheimer's disease is a type of dementia that leads to memory, thinking, and behavior problems. It's the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. Alzheimer's disease gets worse over time and eventually comes to a point where a person can no longer accomplish daily tasks. There are no drugs or treatments to cure Alzheimer's disease, but there are treatments that can slow down its progression. Part of Alzheimer's disease awareness is knowing the symptoms. The symptoms include memory loss, trouble planning or solving problems, confusion with time or place, misplacing things, and unable to retrace steps, and mood personality changes. So I have a personal thing with Alzheimer's. My grandmother was diagnosed with it. Unfortunately, she passed away 6 years ago, and so it's kind of personal with me, and that's why I wanted to share a little something on it. Does anybody else have a personal?
Okay, so what happened then? Did you not hear the Milo update?
You cut out when Milo update was on. Yeah, you cut right out.
Right. At what point did it cut out? Was it at the start, or was it when somebody decided to send me a notification?
It was at the start, but Kayla's been holding the fort beautifully.
Okay, so I'll retry the Milo update.
Up, y'all.
Welcome, Miss Winealicious. If you can give me an update on Milo and the mother's progress?
My daughter hasn't been out of the hospital too much, so we're going to try to take her out to breakfast. So I don't know, and it starts at 11, right?
The afternoon show starts at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
2 o'clock my time, I think. It's Eastern. I can't convert it. But yeah, I can send you a couple pictures of Milo, definitely.
When it comes to premature babies, how many weeks premature was he?
He was 8 weeks premature.
8 weeks. And when it comes to premature babies, is that a little or a lot premature? That's like
It's a lot.
That's like 2 months, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 months, so it's a lot. They'll do like twins and triplets that early, just because of like that time. And then this Tuesday, Milo will be 2 weeks old, by the way. Yay!
2 weeks.
So, I know it'll be 2 weeks this Tuesday. And he is now 4 pounds, 3 ounces now.
4 pounds, 3 ounces. And what's a safe weight to be looking at being discharged?
Getting close. We're still about 3 weeks away before he can come home. We're hoping he has got to be able to feed on his own. He is not feeding on his own. Right now, they're doing it like intravenously. They stick a tube in his nose that goes down to his stomach.
Right, so you will be wishing them 3 weeks away.
I know, right? We're hoping he can be home before Thanksgiving. That's our plan. We want him home for Thanksgiving. It's okay.
Yeah, but thank you. It's not. I was going to say, if you can come on later on, if possible, I'd appreciate it.
Of course. Well, I'll try. I will try. We're taking her out. Like I said, she hasn't been able to leave the hospital too much because, new mommies, they don't want to leave their babies. And so she's been there every night, spending the night since she's been born. She gets out like for a couple hours, and then she's now a little more stuck there because they're going to try to start nursing him. So, breastfeeding him or bottle feeding, however they can get him to go. She is breastfeeding, which is awesome, super awesome. That'll help him later in life. So yeah.
Yeah.
Every 3 hours he eats.
I'm really, really happy, really glad that he's doing okay. Thumbs up to the little fighter.
It makes me happy. Every day I don't get, I missed 2 days of not going and seeing him, and it was really sad, to be honest. It's a special thing. Makes you feel proud, makes you feel good. It's a little bit of you too,
Yeah, okay. Thank you, and all the best, and best regards and love to Milo and the proud mother, and of course, Fornicate. Okay, please tell me that played.
Yes, we heard it, and it's real good that he's doing really good.
Right, okay. Moving on now. Over here, we've got something called the Metro newspaper. And there's a very interesting section that I find very, very funny. And it's called Rush Hour Crush. Have you ever had random text messages or text messages from people that you don't understand? You don't know where they've come from?
Oh yes, working in IT, I have multiple phones, multiple devices. I get random text messages all the time, Psychobacpus.
Yes, okay, so actually, just thinking about it, I received one midweek, I think it was. It was about Obamacare, which is really, really strange. I was thinking, now, why have I received that? And then I realised it came in on my Florida number. Right, okay, so here are some of them random text messages. Oh, excuse the fireworks. My word. People are celebrating Halloween on a Sunday evening. Wow. Right. These are some short text messages. They're just random. I always read about these polls. No, hang on, that's the wrong one. To the lady wearing a beige smart coat, navy shiny ankle boots, and grey tights on the DLR, which is the Dockland Railway platform from Woolwich Arsenal. Very chic. Do you fancy a skinny latte? Wow. Somebody that is admiring a person from afar. Another one. Stunning brunette girl. Extremely stylish, wearing camel-coloured ankle boots and camel-coloured coat, skinny blue jeans and a white printed shirt. On the Jubilee line on Tuesday afternoon. You are drinking coffee, standing by the train door. Are you single? Do you fancy a drink or dinner?
Yeah, I am. And yeah, I do. It was me!
And it's not just men texting about ladies. There's also one from a lady about a guy. To the cute guy on the Circle line on Tuesday morning. We both got off at St James's Park, but we parted without saying hi. Next time. And the last one from this section. To the gorgeous strawberry blonde girl typing a message on her pink mobile on the Metropolitan line at Baker Street at about 9:15 on Wednesday. We locked eyes for a moment, but that was enough to send my heart into a spin mode. We got off at Farringdon, and I wanted to say hi, but I lost you in the crowd. Would love to lock eyes again.
Right.
So, following on from that, are you the type of person that would send random texts to people? Is it me or is it a tough crowd today?
Yes, it's a tough crowd. Me, only send random text messages when you've had a few too many. Yes, when you're drinking. But other than that, I would not send any random text message. Unless it's basically joking with people.
Yeah, drunk texts are always bad. When you're drunk, you have the bright idea, I'm going to tell that so-and-so what I really think. And then you text it and you look back in the morning and think, oh no.
It is a very tough crowd today. Jeez. But, yeah, my computer chick, yeah, when I've gotten drunk a few times and called ex-boyfriends or current boyfriends, and, at the time I thought I was telling them how it is, like it is, and, yeah.
random texts, it's a good way of good communication, and it can start to a good friendship. That's I met a lot of my friends on Yahoo Messenger years ago, and yeah, we've never looked back.
Well, I was going to say, horror story that might unfold from this. Texting or phoning your work and thinking that you're talking to somebody else and telling them exactly what you think about your job. Oh.
What was that again? Psycho Bagapus?
Yeah. Anybody made the mistake of accidentally phoning their work and thinking that they were talking to somebody else, then go on to say how much they dislike their job and the people that they work for?
Oh, I don't think I ever did that. That would be a disaster, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not even sure I've got my work's phone number in my phone, just for that reason.
Well, at work, as I'm a security guard, we all use Zello, and we've got different channels. And typical me, especially working at nights, I go on the wrong channel and I say, well, this job is completely and utterly boop, 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 boop. And then next minute, my governor comes on and goes, oh, is it really?
Right. Yes, that can be a bit embarrassing.
Yeah, especially when you got over 200 staff all listening to the conversation, what you're having. And then you've got to try and backtrack yourself.
Okay, right. Anybody fancy a riddle? Now, I've got 3 clues to it, and if it's too hard, we'll return to it next week. But I'm sure there's some pretty smart people that are out there that might just get this. So it's going to be a bit of a brain teaser. So get your thinking caps on. Right. Okay, so riddle goes like this. I could.
Well, what the hell is it then? Bagpuss, put 50 pence in the meter and come back with a riddle. You cut out. I think that was the riddle.
Okay, I'm having a few technical issues. My network seems to keep dropping out. So I'll try on this device, my good old iPhone, my trusted iPhone. Right, the riddle is, I can be fast, but I do not run. I can be sound, but I cannot be heard. I can be deep, but I am not the ocean. What am I?
Can we have that again?
I'll just blurt something out there. Wind? But maybe not.
Okay, it's not wind, so I will now repeat the riddle again. I can be fast, but I do not run. I can be sound, but I cannot be heard. I can be deep, but I am not the ocean. What am I?
A submarine.
Vibration. A wave. Yeah, vibration or wave.
Oh my word. We've got some multiple answers. The vibration and wave is sadly incorrect.
Would it be time, Psychobagpuss?
No, time is also incorrect.
I was going to say sonar, but I guess that's almost like the other thing it said earlier. So it's not that.
No, it's not sonar. Okay, but that is a sound and sonar can be heard.
Oh, that's right. Light.
Light? That is a good answer, but it's not the one I'm looking for. I was going to say, I think I will give you the answer to this one next week. Okay, moving on. I watched the film Hunter Killer about an American submarine. I watched it earlier on, and the film is utterly amazing. It had me on the edge of my seat. If you can go and see it, I thoroughly recommend it. If you like the American submarines, American and Russian, it's the whole sort of Hunt for Red October style film, but without actually going around in the ocean. It's based on the rescue of the Russian president. And as a film, I personally give it 4 out of 5 stars. So we're coming towards the end of the hour, and I'd like to thank everybody for joining us, and joining us on CB Radio Drama Free, where we like to keep it drama free. As long as you're over 18 and drama free, all are welcome. There are a few rules for the channel. Basic consideration towards others is definitely one of them. No racist remarks aimed at anybody. And if you enjoy good conversations, then please join us.
Sounds great.
Hey, Dooley, you're a regular. You know how it goes by now.
Yes, and I also want to thank everybody for joining in on today's show. and participating. And I'm hoping everybody enjoyed it.
And for the people listening on Twitch and YouTube, if you want to join us and be part of the show, you need to go to your relevant app store, download the app Zello, install it, and then after you've created your user account, do a search for CB Radio Drama Free. You know you're on the right channel if it's the channel owner is Rattlesnake 1. So all the others are fakes. They are not the true CB Radio Drama Free. Thank you for listening to the Afternoon Twist with me, Psycho Bagpuss, and Kayla. And this has been a Zello Radio Network production.